The bus that stopped in front of my house, or near our house, did not actually cross paths with the one that would have brought me to Mercer. And so I could have walked on Pierce from one stop up from where our house was located, but it was probably a little under a quarter-mile walk, and I would have been doing it with at that point, I think he was in third or fourth grade, and a kindergartner. And so that didn't make sense. The other part that didn't make sense was that the routes, had I followed them, would have had us on a bus for close to probably 2 hours.
Macon's public transportation system is called the Macon-Bibb County Transit Authority, oftentimes referred to as the MTA. It runs weekdays from 5:30 a.m. to 10 p.m. On Saturdays, it runs from 6:30 a.m. to 7 p.m. But how important is a public transit system in the South, especially with the rise of the automobile in a city the size of Macon?
I think the patterns are that convenience drives what we do. We want to be able to go from point A to point B without many inconveniences, and automobiles allow us that opportunity.
Thompson, who has studied the automobile's effect on the South, said that the MTA's bus routes are designed for maximum efficiency of moving people. Because of that, not all routes cross each other, and situations like how he would have to ride 2 hours for a 15-minute drive to work occur. Linda Parker is a supervisor at MTA. She said the number of people who wait at bus stops and the terminal station are about the same.
A lot of people that don't have to come through the terminal to get to maybe their job or where they're going shopping to, they just catch a particular bus there to that point and don't have to swap out buses to another point.
The MTA offers 14 different bus routes. They offer anywhere from 4 to 10 stops for each route. Although each bus comes out of the terminal station downtown, bus stops are still vital and can be found around Macon. Some are in good shape, while others are not.
It should be a clean, well-lit area where, just in case you have to catch the bus at nighttime, and it should have, trash cans, and a lot of them, if it's where, like a shopping center or something, they try to have a bench or something, because sometimes on the shopping areas, we have a lot of passengers.
Other southern cities have similar transit systems. Looking at 4 other mid-sized cities with a population around 100,000, Macon's public transit is comparable. Athens ATS has 19 routes, while Wilmington, North Carolina's Wave Transit has 14. High Point, North Carolina's High Point Transit has 13 routes, while Murfreesboro, Tennessee's Rover has 7. Macon doesn't have many routes in North Macon, though.
All you have to do is take a look at the buses, and there are no people in North Macon using the buses to move around in the city or the larger county area. And so it becomes racially constructed, not by Macon Transit Authority's design or even some sinister way of understanding race and transportation. It is by default the folks who use it.
Thompson pointed to a recent decision by Georgia to put Peach Pass lanes on I-75 in Atlanta in order to alleviate some traffic issues. He said the government could have chosen to put transit lines in that same space.
And that is not uncommon in places like Europe or even some parts of the Northeast to see transit rail lines running where cars might also run. And so the choice that cars are the way that we make economic decisions based on the automobile. And so I think it's important for cities to have transit because there are people who cannot have automobiles.
While Thompson said he does believe transit is important, he also noted that society is starting to form people who have access to cars in a way that they believe it's the one way they are supposed to move.
The transit system is aware of its use. I mean, everybody is, I think, But it's convincing. If you want the transit authority to be successful, part of it is convincing folks that they could give up their cars. And I'm a good example of somebody who doesn't